Hello everybody, this is Pastor Green. We're doing another Bible study, 1 Samuel chapter 30. If you'd like me to come speak at your church, or if you have any questions, you can send me an email, or you can just comment below with your question. 1 Samuel 30, verse 1. And it came to pass, when David and his men came to Ziklag on the third day, that the Amalekites has invaded the south and Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag, and burnt it with fire, and had taken away the women captive that were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So these people came and they destroyed the city, and instead of killing the people, they took and capture. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burnt with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captive. Then David and his people that were with them lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives were taken captive, and Ahinoam the Jezreelite, and Abigail the wife of Joab the Carmelite. So here's a lesson to learn. David and his men were off doing their duty, and evil men raided their city and stole everything. You know, when bad things happen to you, you need to check your heart and make sure you qualify for Romans 8:28. Romans 8:28 says, "We know that all things work together for good to those that love God, to them that are called according to his purposes." You know, the first thing the doctor's going to do is they're going to check your heart. And Proverbs 4 says, "Keep thine heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." Matthew 15 says, "For those things proceeded out of the mouth come forth of the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts, murderers, adulterers, fornications, thefts, false witnesses, and blasphemies." Jeremiah 17 says, "The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked, and who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart, and try the reins, even to every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings." So when the guy's checking your heart, it's like, "What do you see in there, Doc?" "Oh, I see evil thoughts, murderers, adulterers, fornications, thieves, false witnesses, and blasphemies." Psalm 51 says, "To the chief musicians of Psalms of David, when Nathan the prophet came unto him after he had gone to Bathsheba, have mercy on me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according to all the multitudes of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquities, and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sins ever before me. Against thee, only thee, have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, but thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in thy inward parts, and at the hidden part thou shalt make me to know to wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joys and gladness, and the bones which thou hast broken might rejoice. Hide thy face from thy sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take me not of thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore me into the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. And then I will teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from my blood guiltiness, O God. O God, thy salvation, my tongue shall sing aloud in thy righteousness. O Lord, open my lips, and my mouth shall soothly show forth praises. But thou desirest not sacrifices, even I would give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offerings. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contempt heart. O God, thou would not despise. Acts 13 says, "And afterwards they desired a king, and God gave them Saul, the son of Cis, a man of the tribe of Benjamin, in the space of 40 years. And when they had removed him, they raised up unto him David to be their king, whom they gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will." Back to 1 Samuel 30, verse 6. "And David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because the soul of all the people were grieved, every man for his son and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself to the Lord his God." There's a lesson to learn here too. When things go wrong, people often blame the leader who did nothing wrong. And sometimes the only place you can find encouragement is in the Lord. And David said to Abner the priest, "Amalek's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod." And Abner brought thither the ephod to David. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, "Shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, Pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without all fail recover all. So David went, and he took 600 men that were with him, and he came to the brook of Besor, where he had left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men, for 200 abode behind, which they were so faint that they could not go on the books of Besor. And they found an Egyptian of the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of cake and figs, and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him, for he had not eaten no bread, nor drink any water for 3 days and 3 nights. And David said unto him, Whom thou belongest thou, and whence thou art? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to Amalek, and my master left me, because 3 days along I felt sick. You know, sometimes when the devil gets done with you, he'll throw you away too. And we made an invasion upon the south of the Cheserites, and upon the coast which belonged to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. And David said unto him, Canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, Swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me, nor deliver me to the hands of my master, and I will bring you to thy company. So they found this Egyptian guy. The Egyptian guy said, My master pretty much used me and threw me away. And I know where the people are. I know where all your people are, because I was there when they set fire to your town. This guy's saying to him, Swear to God by thou wilt neither kill me, nor deliver me to the hands of thy master, and I'll bring you to the company. He's basically saying, Promise me that you will not give me back to that master. You know, when God delivers you, he makes you not want to have your old master. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines, and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even to the evening of the next day, and there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men, which rode upon camels and fled. And David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away, and David rescued his 2 wives. And there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great, neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil or anything they had taken to them. David recovered all. And David took all the flocks of their herds, which they drove with his other cattle, and said, This is David's spoil. It's a lesson. All things God did work out for good. Everyone got their family back, plus some extra livestock. And David came to the 200 men, which were so faint they could no longer follow David. So they made abide in the brook of Besor, and they went forth to meet David, and to meet the people that were with them. And when David came near to the people, he saluted them. And he answered all the wicked men and all the men of Benel, and those who went with David, and said, Because they were not with us, we will not give them out the spoils that we have recovered, save to every man his wife and his children, that they may lead them away and depart. Then said David, They shall not do so, my brethren, for which the Lord has given us, who has preserved us, and has delivered the company that came into our land. For who hearkened unto you this matter, but his part is goeth down to the battle, shall his part be in that tarry by the stuff. They shall part alike. And it was so from that day forward that he made a statute and an ordinance to Israel to that day. So when David came to the Ziklag, he sent out the spoils to the elders of Judah, even to his friends, saying, Behold, a present for you for the spoils of the enemy of the Lord, to which them that were in Bethel, and to which them that were in the south of Ramoth, and them that were in Jesser, and to them that were in Aparam, and to them that were in Samoth, and them that were in Estalmon, and to them that were in Rachel, and to them that were in the cities of Jemalites, to them which are in the cities of Kezanites. So you can see here on the map, here's Ziklag, and here's all the nations that surrounded it. He gave back to Israel. And to him that were in Hamath, and to them that were in Chezron, and to him that were in Athach, and to whom that were in Hebron, to all the places where David himself and his men were wont to hunt. You know, Proverbs 18 says, A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. Well, guys, that's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, like, share, all those fun things. Tell your friends about it. Share it on social media. If you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can send me an email. You can also comment this on social media so your friends can see it as well. On the bottom right of the screen, I'm going to put the 1 Samuel Bible study. The top left of the screen, I'm going to put the Genesis Bible study. And the bottom left of the screen, I'm going to put the video YouTube things you're going to like. I appreciate you guys watching. Have yourself a great day.